Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be working on a baby girl book. This is going to be a month-to-month first year album, which are my favorite ones to make, as you already know. I'm excited to finally play around with my very first digital paper collection about babies, which I absolutely love. And so I'm gonna be using my blank mini albums. I do have a tutorial on how I make these albums, so I'm gonna link it on the description box down below. This is an 8x8 that has 6 signatures. Like I said, I'm gonna be playing with my digital collection. I went ahead and print a lot of the sheets. I think I did one of each and a couple of the backgrounds, and I also did these journaling month-to-month pages, which I'm excited to incorporate. I don't know if I'm gonna be putting these ones on each month or maybe do like a little booklet at the end, so it can be like a brag book, and then you can look at it and just see, because it's something about seeing side to side how the baby starts changing that I really like. So I don't know yet how I'm going to incorporate that, but I have so many different ideas. I went ahead and print out the bubbles as well. I did a quick printing video the other day on how I send this out to print, so you can see exactly how I prepare to get this started. Also, I have the page with the little ephemera babies that I'm gonna cut around. I printed most of my sheets to 7¼ by 7¼ which will be the perfect size on the inside pages, because the pages on this book, on the tutorial, are 7¼ by 7½ by 7½. So by printing your images to 7¼ by 7¼ will fit perfect on the size of the page. Now, of course, some of the layouts are like different, so we still need to crop them according to size. Also, I went ahead and printed a couple of the sheets larger, so these were printed at 7¾ by 7¾ because I know I want to use those for my cover, and my cover measures 8x8. I'm gonna get set up and we're gonna decorate this together, so I hope you guys join along, and let's get right to do this. Okay, so I'm going to start with the cover. I'm going to add this right there. I'm going to cut around this image here. So I'm just gonna fussy cut all around. Okay, so I went ahead and added some chipboard behind this sweet little girl. I'm going to place something in here so my cover is nice and flat, and I think this should be good. There you go. So I'm gonna place her over there. Also, I went ahead and selected some laces, because as you know, I love the soft, delicate touch that laces give to your albums, especially if it's for a baby girl. So I think this white one is gonna look really cute. Also, I have this pink rosette, which is one that I always love to use on baby books, so I'm gonna cut that as well right there. And I'm just gonna place them for now. I'm not gonna glue anything until I am ready to commit. Also, I went ahead and cut this little sweet baby girl from the same page and backed it on the white cardstock and some chipboard as well. But I was looking through my stash, and I do have some stickers that I'm going to be adding to the book as well, and these are just my favorite baby stickers. I get these at Michael's. Of course, they have been on my stash for a long time. Same thing as like this. I always stock up on baby stickers because I do quite a lot of baby books, but I think instead of using the sweet baby girl, I'm gonna use this baby girl here because it has a lot of texture and it's just so pretty for the cover. So I'm gonna take this out, and before I glue anything down, I'm going to just, like I said, place it So I like to separate the sticker just so I can see how it's going to look, and it's still on the plastic. Same thing with this one. Let's go ahead and do something like that. Take this one out of there. So I have the sweet girl or baby girl, and then this beautiful baby girl image. If you're gonna add a name to your book, you might want to leave place kind of like this, and that way you can play around with that. Also, cute idea is to use some little paper doilies if you want to add a little bit more dimension to your project. Sometimes I love to use it, sometimes you know I go back and forth because I don't like doing the same things. But yeah, and then also I have this beautiful flower that I really like. However, I don't think the color goes with my other flower trim there or my background, so maybe I'll use that later. And so yeah, so I think I like it just like this, sometimes more. Less is more. Oh, I do want to use this other one that says My Little Angel, and I think that's gonna be super cute for the cover. Let's see here, and I'm just gonna grab it because I already know I want it right there. So there you go. So I think that's how it's going to be placed, and now I'm just going to go ahead and glue everything down. Okay, so now we're gonna decorate the first page here, or the first pages. So the first one won't be the month one. Month one actually starts here when I do my albums. And so for this page, I printed out the welcome baby page, which is so adorable. And then this one came with the background complimentary to it. So I went ahead and printed 3 of the background pieces. Now I sized these pages to 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, so they will fit the base page perfectly. So for the inside, I'm just gonna glue one here, and I'm gonna do one here, of course, and I'm just gonna trim this out a little bit because this page is a little bit smaller. But before I do that, I'm going to, of course, decorate the very front. Now I added this little flap here because I love to create a beautiful, pretty edge. So I'm going to be using one of my paper punches and just add a trim here on the side. Now this is definitely an optional step. If you don't have any paper punches, you can go ahead and skip that, but if you do, I highly recommend you get them out and start playing with this. I haven't been using my punches in a long time, so I'm actually going to start bringing them out a little bit more in my projects as well. So I'm just gonna line this up and finish up this edge. Okay, so I think I'm actually going to put this one on this other side. Now on my layout I have a pocket, so I'm just gonna cut these into 2 sections, and I think I'm gonna cut these, let me pencil mark or do a little mark if I can find a pencil here. I have a pen. So I'm gonna do a little cut right around here, and because I'm going to do some lace in there, I don't need this to be the same size as the pocket. I'm okay with having a wide white space here in between, and that way it gives me a little bit more room, so I can just use this other half and just place it right there like that. So that way with one page we are finishing up this whole page. So I'm going to glue this down. I'm also going to use this trim right there, and this is a little flower trim over here, which is like plastic, but it's really pretty and I love it. I have it again, especially just for baby books, and I I need to get me more because I'm running really low and I like to have tons of this thing. So that's gonna be right there like that. And there you go. So now that is gonna be the first page. Now on this other side, I'm gonna be using, like I said, these little hearts, and I do need to trim this page off a little bit. So I'm going, and now I'm gonna place it here. Now on this page, for this page, I have this little flap, so I'm gonna be adding a couple magnets so we can keep this closed. So then I'm going to use this sticker here that says baby girl. I think it's super cute for the first page. And I'm gonna back this up on cardstock first, and then I'm just going to cut around it. So I'm also going to do some trim on this page right here on the edge, and I have this little piece that I have cut out. So first I'm going to do the trim here. Okay, and then I have this piece of paper that I cut at 5 by 5.5, and this is going to be a photo mat for the first baby picture. How sweet is that? So I'm going to glue this one down here on the center, and there you go. So we're gonna put this, and then I'm going to glue this one here, but I'm only going to glue the bottom, of course, so we can slide the picture right behind it. Okay, then I have this other sticker that says welcome, and I think it's so cute, so I'm going to put it right up there, and I just love how that looks. Pretty cute. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the next page, which is the first month. Now for this one, I'm just gonna add some paper, and look how cute this little bubble is. So I'm definitely gonna place this here. So usually when I'm doing this, I cover everything up, and then I go back and do all the months, because that way it's a little bit faster when you do it like that. But I think since we're going page by page, we're probably gonna take our time and decorate each one. So I'm going to add the paper, and then we're gonna decorate this page. Okay, so for this page, I'm going to use this little baby sticker. I'm going to just place it like this, and then I'm going to do the baby right here for the 1 month. I'm only gonna glue the bottom again so a picture can slide right behind on this area. I love these little bunnies, they're so cute. I went ahead and did the border here as well, and I'm going to add the same design on the other page. And now let's do the 2 months. Okay, so for the next page I'm going to use this design here, and I'm going to trim this, and let's mark where I'm cutting this, right around there. And then for the inside I'm gonna use the complementary background page, and I'm also gonna trim this one. So this one I'm gonna do right here for this page, and same for that side, and then you see that this one will fit right on the background page. So I'm going to cut these two. So I have my pages cut up, and now I'm going to add some magnets here before I glue my paper down. And then I'm going to add my trim on this side as well. So for the next page, I'm gonna use this design here, and when I designed these papers, I added the little babies on the corner so I can use this space to create a different layout, which is what we're gonna do right now. So I'm gonna put this aside for now, and I'm gonna use some cardstock. I'm gonna cut these at 5 by 10 and a half. So I'm gonna put this on my scoreboard, and I'm going to score along 10 and a half at 2 and a half and 2 3/4. And then I'm gonna turn this to the other side and do the same thing, 2 and a half and 2 3/4. And we're gonna fold these along the score lines, and this is going to be a little gate fold for this page. So you're gonna have a 1/4 inch gussets on each side like that. And then I'm going to grab the other 2 sheets, and I'm gonna cut these at 4 3/4 by 10. We're going to score at 5 inches, both of the pieces. And we're gonna fold along the score lines. And then I have 2 pieces of 1 inch by 4 3/4, and these were actually left over from when I cut the paper, and I just scored these at 1/2 inch, and these are gonna be the connector pieces. So we're gonna add glue and place the first piece here, and then I'm going to add glue again and add the second one. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to add these 2 inside of the little gatefold. So I'm going to add glue on the second connector piece. I'm gonna place this on the back, just like this. Make sure they're lined up. And then we're gonna glue all of these on the back of this little booklet. right there on the top. Okay, and we're gonna place these on the back. Now this measures 4 3/4, and you want to make sure that you are centering this so your bending lines are not touching. Okay, and now we're gonna close these little booklets, and isn't that cute? We're gonna use this 3-month bubble on the center, and this is going to be like the little closure here. So let's go ahead and cover this up with paper first. So I'm covering this with this other paper that says baby girl to give it a little contrast. And here you go. And then I'm gonna add the baby just on half so it can open and close. So I'm just gonna center this and place it right there like that. Now to make sure this stays closed, I'm gonna use some beautiful ribbon here. This is some tulle, I think. I don't know what the material is, but it's really delicate, really pretty. So let me cut a little piece, and what I'm gonna do is just tie this whole thing to keep it close, and then we're gonna add this whole page or this whole layout into our page. How cute is that? Okay, so let's bring this back, and I'm just gonna put it right there on the side. We might need to trim that lace down a little bit, but okay. So I'm going to add fabric glue where my lace is, that way it can stay on the paper. Oh, this glue is so sticky. There you go, just a little bit. And then I'm gonna use my other glue just like that, and make sure this is even. And we're gonna place this right here like that. Oh, so cute. Okay, so now we're gonna do the next month. Now for this one, I am gonna do magnets here. I like to mix magnets and a ribbon because I just think the ribbon looks really, really pretty, but then magnets are very practical to use as well because they don't create so much bulk. So I'm going to add the magnets on this side. Okay, so now I'm just going to add the 4-month bubble. I'm gonna put this one kind of off to the side because I think it looks pretty when it hangs out like that. And I'm also just going to glue on the corner like this. That way we can add a picture in there. We can just slide a picture if they want to of the baby. And so I'm still gonna cover the inside, but I just wanna show you how that looks. And I was thinking on adding this piece from the cover that I didn't use on the cover, but I think it's too big for this page. Okay, so now let's move on to the next month, and I already cut my pretty paper here a little bit smaller to fit. And then also I have 2 of the little complementary background for this page, and I think it looks so pretty with all the flowers on the back right there. I cut this one too, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna use the, oh, this one has 2, look at that. I forgot. So this will go there, and then I need to print a couple more for this one. Also, I have this blue one, which is so pretty. I forgot to print that out, and I think that one should have been somewhere in here. And now I'm thinking if I want to use the blue or kind of stay with the pinks, because I have 2 backgrounds that are blue, so 4 pages, 4 baby designs, and maybe I'll make the next one all blue, but we'll see. I'm just gonna finish this one. Oh, I also have the little rubber duckies, which is so cute. I love babies on bathtubs. That's just like, to me, the most adorable picture you can take. And it's just so fun when they're full of bubbles, and you know, once they start getting a little bit of hair and then you put bubbles all over their hair, it's just so cute. So definitely the makeup splash has to be here somewhere, maybe on the next page. Because it has to be a large layout, that way I don't cut too much of the ducky. Or you can definitely print it a little bit smaller too, so maybe I can do it here. But anyway, so let's continue with, I think we're month 5 already. So for this page, I'm going to actually use the ephemera little page here, and I'm gonna cut this little baby. I'm just gonna do a quick fuzzy cut around. And look how cute. Oh my goodness, I love that one. I'm just gonna glue this on the side here, and we can slide a picture right behind that. And then I'm going to do these little bubbles. Now I do have these bubbles available on my website, also on like different characters, like elephants or llamas, or you know, just different things. If you don't want to see so many babies as well, you can, that's something else that you can do. And so I'm going to do the 6 months right up there, and I only just glue a little bit. Like here, I'm just adding glue on the center, and I'm gonna have this come out a little bit, and then also you can put a picture behind that if you want to put a large image. So that is this page, and I love it, so cute. So now let's move on to the next one. I want to use this baby here since I didn't use it on the previous page, so I think this will be a good place to have that. Okay, so we're gonna put this one here, and I think this will be a good page to do the sweet baby girl. We can do that, or we can actually do more of this pretty trim, because we haven't used it in a while now. So I think this will be really cute up there. So let's go ahead and add that. Okay, and I think this will be a really good page to put my makeup splash. So I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm gonna cut this one, and then I have the other one that has all the duckies on the bottom, which is so cute because you can see a little bit of the duckies on this page too. I wonder if I should make this a little bit smaller so I can see the duckies. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cut the cardstock here a little bit higher up. And now this is a little bit tricky, but I'm gonna try to get it done. And now I'm going to add the month bubbles, which I think I'm gonna put up here so the picture can go right there, or yes, or maybe we can put it here and the picture could go on that side. Actually no, I like it here. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm just gonna glue a little side, that way the picture could go behind. There you go. And how cute does the duckies look? I love that. And then I have another baby here for the 8 months, and we have a baby crawling and a baby crawling here, which is kind of super adorable. I do need to print more of this one because I don't have any right now, or maybe I could use this other one. So let me see if I like. Oh, actually I do like it because this baby here is the same one up there, so I think that looks really pretty. So I might just use that page. So I'm gonna cut this one and I'm gonna glue it down. Now this page will need magnets added, so I'm gonna add magnets there also. Okay, so there you go. And now I'm going to do the bubble, I think up here on the top, so these two are together. And I'm just gonna glue this on a little section and place that right there. And then I'm gonna come back into the pages, the paper on the inside. Oh, you want to make sure that this is not grabbing, because I don't want to ruin the bubble. I think it's just fine. There you go. And after you add the picture, you can probably glue that down too. Okay, so now we're gonna move to months 9 and 10, and this is gonna be one of my favorites because 9 months and so when the baby starts standing up, you know. So I have this little baby here. Of course the baby at 9 months will probably hold on to the crib or the playpen, but here she's holding on to the moon. It's so cute. So I'm just gonna glue this one down. Now this page that I designed, I didn't put anything on, and sometimes I will do that because I want to build on top of the page. And so I think for this page I'm going to do a little waterfall, because waterfalls always give you lots of room for pictures. So first I'm gonna glue this down right there, and then I'm going to bring some cardstock. So I cut 4 pieces that are about 3.5 by 5.5. Now these are the leftover pieces from when I print, and I'll show you this one. This is not the right size, but when I print my page at 7.25 by 7.25, I will have this space left over. This one's larger, so you don't see, but I have this much left, and these are all my scrap pieces. And as you know, I don't like to just waste my paper, so I have them right here. And this is what I'm using to create my waterfall. I just cut this down to 5.5, and so I'm going to score at 5 inches. So I have room for pictures that are going to be about 3 by 5, which is a pretty good size. I mean, you do have to crop them a little bit, but that way you get more pictures also. I'm going to round the corners on the bottom. I just like rounding the waterfall corners, so we're just gonna do that really quick. And then I'm gonna grab another one that I haven't cut, and I'm gonna use this as my base. I like doing this separately and not on the book, because then you have more flexibility to adjust, and also when you use a base, it's easier to align the waterfall so it doesn't come out crooked. So I'm gonna start by just gluing the first one on the top, just like this. And like I said, we're gonna line up the sides, and then we're gonna open this one and add the next one, and just add all of these pieces as well. So here's the waterfall piece, and I trimmed the last one to match the last piece that we added. And now I'm just gonna put this up here. So I'm just gonna glue down the base. Now the waterfall I'm gonna leave blank because it will have pictures on both sides, and I don't want to have this to be too bulky. But I will go ahead and add paper to the first piece, and I'm gonna use this moon page, which is the background page for this image, which is so cute. Okay, so I'm going to just mark this right here. Oh, I think it's right here, and then I have to round the corners as well. So here you go. Now I have that piece, and I'm just gonna add it just like that. And here is the 9-month bubble, and we can add this one on the center. But if you want to use this for picture, maybe we can add this lower here and just glue on the center. So I think I'm gonna add my glue right on the center of the bubble right there, and we're gonna put this right here like that. So it's gonna come down a little bit, but that's okay. It's kind of like on the center, but now we have this area open to add a baby picture in here. Cute would that be? It's so cute. Okay, and now let's move on to the next page, which is 10 months, and maybe I'll use more of the moon page. I'm not sure yet. Let's see, because I love this one, so I print quite a few of this one, but maybe here we'll use this one on the back. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. I went ahead and cut this piece, and I'm just gonna use the same piece here, and the leftover parts I'm going to glue on the back here. That way we don't have to print 2 different pages for that. And I'm just gonna glue this thing down here. So I'm just gonna make sure we put it inside the pocket a little bit, and there you go. Okay, and now for the front here, I think I'm going to use the baby. Let's see here. I printed out this sweet baby girl because I just want something soft to have in there. So I'm gonna cut this piece. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one down, and we're just gonna put that right there. Super quick and easy for this page. This is going to be the 10-month page, and I think this is a good place to add my sticker here. Since there's so many beautiful images, you don't really need a lot more of extra embellishments. But since this one is a little bit more plain, I think we can add the little owls in there. Hopefully they won't get stuck with the waterfall. I think it's fine. And the 10 months we can put right there. That way we have a nice area for a picture. I'm just gonna glue it down, and there you go. And then baby picture will be right there. And this page has a pocket, so you can put a lot of pictures in there as well. And we are down to the last 2 pages. Here, so I'm gonna mark it down. This one is fine. I just need to trim this a little bit there, and I want to center the baby and the text, so I'm just gonna trim those right there. So I went ahead and glued the paper, and for this page I'm going to do another little booklet. So I cut my 8.5 by 11 paper in half. So we have 2 pieces that measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm just gonna score these ones at 1.25, just like this, and we are going to do 4 of these pieces. So I cut 2 pages. Okay, and then also I went ahead and cut 2 pieces of 5.5 by 1 inch, and I'm also going to score these ones at 1/2 inch, just like that. And these are gonna be the connector pieces for my little booklet. And now all we do is fold in half. We actually need 1 more of these. I need 3, sorry. So I'm gonna fold this in half, just like this, along the score line. And then we're going to line them up, and we're gonna use this little 1 inch piece to join them together. So I'm going to glue this one on this side here, just like that. Make sure it's lined up, and then we are going to glue the next one over. Here's the little booklet, and I went ahead and cut this little piece, and I'm gonna glue this on top, and then we're gonna add these to this page. And I want to do it here because on the 12th month you always need a lot more room for pictures, because there's the baby birthday, or maybe you just want to put I don't know, extra pictures of the baby eating cake and all that fun stuff. So we're just gonna put that one here, and we have these little booklets in there to add the 12-month bubbles. Of course, I'm gonna put this one here on the corner, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of glue, and then we can add a picture behind here. And the 11 months, I'm just gonna put it here, and we can add a picture there. So I'm just gonna glue the bottom, and the places where we're gonna add pictures, I'm probably going to add some white cardstock as a photo mat. So I'm just gonna put that right there. So yeah, so then we can add a picture right there. And I still have to cover this page. So now we're gonna work on the little booklet for the journaling pages. And so I have my months 1 through 12, and I also have another one that is going to be for my cover. Now I cut these ones at 6, and I believe they're 6.25 by 6.5. So these were sized on my computer at 6.25 by 6.25, I think. But for my booklet, I cut 6 pages of 7 by 7 and 1 page of 6.5 by 7. And I think that should be fine. So I'm going to score my 7 by 7 pieces at 1/2 inch. And we're just gonna create the booklet the same way that we did the booklets for the last page that we just did. Okay, so here is the booklet that I put together, and now I'm just going to decorate the pages. I'm going to add this one as the cover, and you know what? I'm going to round the corners of my booklet, since all of my corners are rounded. And I wish I would have pink cardstock, because I think that since my journaling pages are white, they will look really cute against some pink cardstock, but I just don't have any right now. But anyway, so I'm going to round up the corners, and then I'm just gonna glue all of the months in here. I'm going to start with this one. This is going to be my cover page, and then on the inside we are going to do side to side 1 and 2 right here, just like that, and then so on for all the pages. And there you go, it's finished. I added all of the months. I think it's just such a sweet little book, and I think the best part is that you can take it anywhere with you, right? It's like a little brag book. So I'm going to decorate that using this stroller beautiful baby here. This is also from my ephemera page, and I actually printed out this one a little bit larger, and I just love it because I want this to be like a focal image for this booklet. So I'm gonna put it right here like that, and I want this to be flat because this is going inside a pocket. And I am finally going to use this sweet baby girl. Isn't that funny how I think it was just saving itself for the cover, because I wanted to use this on the cover first and I ended up using something else, and then I wanted to use this on the inside pages, but I wasn't really sure, and now I think this is absolutely perfect. So I love how things just happen like that. Okay, so this little booklet is going to go, I'm thinking instead of putting it on the last page, it could go on this pocket here, and it's flat enough to fit, I think, I hope. Yes, there you go. Isn't that sweet? Oh my goodness, I love it. I love this little booklet, and this pocket is also going to get a little bit more stretch because right now it's brand new, so you just gotta give the paper a little bit of time. But I love how this turned out, and for this one you would just do a small little picture, so it's not gonna grow much in size in terms of getting thicker and chunkier. It won't do that. And then you just journal the picture of your baby. Isn't that sweet? And then you can even make multiple of these and send it to grandparents, and so they can keep their own baby records as well. So I think the last thing that I'm going to do for this album is the spine, which I didn't do. I think I forgot to do at the beginning, but so I cut this little piece of the extra page that I printed out, and I'm just gonna glue this right here. I think it will be so cute. And then I'm gonna do a sticker, which I'm not sure which one yet. I have two that I think will go really good. Now this piece was cut at 7 3/4 by 3 1/4, and that will fit your 3.5 inch spine. So I'm just gonna glue this down like that. How cute. And the sticker is going to be either the horse or the stroller. I think I'll do the stroller. So I think that would be perfect. Up here you can of course put the baby name or the year and the date, because when you store this album, this is gonna be the part that you see on your bookcase. So I always want this to be beautifully decorated. You can always add the baby name in here, right? Like Tessie, for example, Tessie's first year, and then you will put it in your bookcase. It will be so cute. So I hope that you guys enjoy the tutorial. I hope that you like my baby paper collection. I'm in love with it. I hope you guys like it as much, and I really want to thank you for your support to my channel and to my dream, honestly, because this has been such a dream, playing around with papers, with mini albums, and now to be able to create my own designs is just definitely a dream come true. So I'm gonna finish up with some of the inside pages that I didn't quite finish, and I'm gonna come back and do a final reveal so you can refer to, you don't have to watch this long tutorial, but anyway, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.